Your Honorable President Tarja Halonen, and all guests of the seminar. It's so nice to see so many of you today together with us. I would warmly like to welcome all of you to this seminar, and especially our foreign guests from across. First of all, Mrs. Anne-Birgitte Albrechtsen, and then our Nepalese friends, Bunu, Sumana, Devi, and Ramu. Welcome. So my name is Liisa Rohweder, and I'm going to chair this seminar today. This seminar has been organized as a joint effort of Family Federation of Finland, Väestöliitto, and WWF Finland, and the All-Party Parliamentary Group of Population and Development, and it is supported by the Finnish Ministry of Foreign Affairs. This seminar is one of the outcomes of the 3 years project WWF Finland and Väestöliitto we have had together. Together and integrated approach are also the key words of today's seminar. They are key words of sustainability. We all know the 4 dimensions of sustainable development, which are economical, social, ecological, and cultural. Without an integrated approach, sustainability can never be reached. No institution can either act alone and solve these issues alone, but together with different organizations and with different capacities, we can reach our challenges, and we can also achieve the better future. Cross-sectoral approach is a necessity. This project is an example of such kind of thinking. Väestöliitto and WWF, we have different competencies, but working together, 1 + 1 becomes bigger than 2. So we give added value to each others. And thus, we think that together we can solve the sustainability-related issues better. In the morning, we will focus to the complex and multifaceted development challenges. In the afternoon, we will concentrate on a case example, our population, health and environment project in Nepal. And that's why it's so nice to have all of you from Nepal together with us today here. Let's have an open-minded feeling today, and let's challenge each other. I want to believe that the people can tackle the huge environmental and social challenges we have created ourselves. It is possible. It's a question of the will. Like Mr. Nelson Mandela has said, things seem impossible until they are done. Before I give the floor to the Managing Director of Väestöliitto, Mrs. Helena Hiila-O'Brien, I want to thank Ministry of Foreign Affairs and especially Director General of the Department of Foreign Development, Mr. Pekka Puustinen, because it's thanks to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs that we are together today here. It was the ministry that did push us to this cross-sectional approach. Now I would like to welcome Helena to open the seminar. Helena.
Honorable President Tarja Halonen, ladies and gentlemen, and especially our guests from far away from Nepal. I'm very pleased to see so many of you here. So it somehow tells us that these issues what we are discussing today are the most important. They are important for us, but most important they actually are for our children and for our grandchildren. And I'm very happy to see also the represent of these generations, the very young participant of the seminar here today. For this generation, we are either achieving our what we have to do or not, and I hope together we can do it, as Mrs. Chair said before. We all want such development which brings people economic and social well-being and security, but which at the same time takes into consideration the limits of natural resources and treats all people with equity. Sustainable development dominates global development agenda discussion today, maybe even more strongly than ever before. Very likely after the crucial year of 2015, new sustainable development goals will guide development efforts in individual countries and globally. Different post-2015 expert working groups and panels and networks all over the world elaborate at present these new development goals. During the past 1.5 years, expert groups have delivered numerous reports and documents which are built on the principle of sustainable development. Examples of such reports are, for instance, Rio Plus 20 final document, report of the high-level panel on the post-2015 agenda, report on UN Secretary General on the UN Development Agenda beyond 2015, and the report of the high-level task force on ICPD. The fact that so many expert groups and negotiations are needed to make the preparatory work demonstrates that we are dealing with very complicated, interlinked and extensive issues when we talk about global development agenda and sustainable development and human rights. But it is not impossible, I believe. We all, experts and decision makers, have a challenging task ahead when 2014 and 2015 we decide what are the new universal goals of sustainable development and how their achievement should be financed and measured. In this seminar, we look specifically at the relationship between conservation of nature and sexual and reproductive health and rights. And why is that? Somebody maybe think that these issues are very far away from each other. But it is because of population dynamics, and to it related human rights issues are also a significant development factor, and I think one of the most important. Our aim is to look first how environmental sustainability and sexual health and rights are positioned and phrased in the ongoing global, or in the case of Finland, international development agendas. We want further to raise discussion about different approaches to development cooperation programs, especially about cross-sectoral or integrated approaches. Third, we want to distribute our experience of integrating nature conservation and promotion of health and sexual rights and income generation based on our work in Nepal. So maybe some words about our program in Nepal. Väestöliitto and Family Planning Association of Nepal, WWF Finland and WWF Nepal have implemented during 3 years a joint project in Nepal. This project, which applies the integrated approach to development, has promoted biodiversity conservation, improved access to sexual health information and services, empowerment of young people and women, and innovative income generation. I had the opportunity some years ago to visit in Nepal and see what the young people are doing in their project. And I must say that I just admire you young people in Nepal. When I came home, I said in my office that we should actually send Finnish young people to Nepal to learn how we can do better world and how we can really benefit not ourselves only, but also our neighbors, our friends, our relatives, and society where we are living. So I am sure that, and I wish you a very interesting and productive seminar. And let's take this opportunity to learn the experiences what the different organizations have done here in Finland, in Nepal, and elsewhere, nationally and globally. Thank you very much, and welcome again to this seminar.